There's an interesting situation in the world economy at the moment where you have companies that have cash, they're unable to get any sort of return on that, and you have companies, mainly small and medium size, needing cash to grow their business. At the moment, banks sit in the middle, and that puts a lot of strain on the time and cost of that cash to get it to the right place. So what C2FO does is actually removes lending and leverages a new mechanism, which is by taking accounts payable and allowing those to be paid early to those suppliers in return for a discount. And the way we do that is by having a market-based approach, which allows those suppliers to log on, see their own invoices from that buyer, select which ones they need for their liquidity needs, and offer a discount that is affordable for them.
What I like about C2FO is it's the next stage of managing complexity and also making things more simple, taking work out of our hands, so we can focus again on the more value-add part of where we need.
What I like about the C2FO model is really the innovation of it. It's a completely different model. It's very out-of-the-box thinking, and I think it provides a good solution to people like myself in this area for working capital improvement.
And it also allows buyers, large organizations, to get better returns on their cash, but also strengthen their supply chain. So there's a whole different variety of ways that companies can improve their working capital metrics, not only from an accounts receivable side, also an accounts payable side.
We're constantly targeted for improving our EBITDA, improving our cash, improving the total value that we can create as a purchasing function for the group.
One of the big changes we've seen in procurement over the last 10 years is that now procurement are expected to be the guardians of everything to do with supplier risk.
So coming out of the past where procurement was a support function, what we've seen over the past years is that we become a value add to the business. And that brings challenges in itself. The dependence on our suppliers becomes larger and larger for many of the companies. So how do we work in true partnerships and covering the risks at the same time?
So by allowing suppliers to have access to early payment of invoices when and as they need it, they are reducing the financial risk. They're allowing their suppliers to have access to liquidity so they can invest in things like innovation, which then drives sustainability and new ideas for the particular customer.
What's encouraging talking to a number of CPOs today is how focused they are on sustainable finance and helping their suppliers, particularly those smaller companies that are more agile, more innovative, to thrive so that they can invest in R&D and in turn help them as businesses provide the products and services that their customers want.
The main challenge we have is around sustainability and really trying to build what is truly a sustainable supply chain.
Working in almost every country of the world, sustainability becomes a very important part, not only to manage for our own company, but also for what our suppliers and their sub-suppliers are doing.
And that relates very much into corporate social responsibility. How C2FO helps them with that is that we're really allowing the suppliers to choose liquidity either at a cheaper price than what they're paying or at all. It's driving financial risk out of the supply chain and allowing those suppliers to thrive and grow with their own access to liquidity.